Imagine the iconic, hockey mask-clad Jason Voorhees, silent and menacing, sitting across from late-night host Arsenio Hall in a surreal, laugh-out-loud moment that defied all expectations. This is the part most people miss. In the late 80s, when Johnny Carson reigned supreme as the undisputed king of late night, one horror icon chose to bypass his couch entirely. But here's where it gets controversial. Was it a snub, or a genius move that cemented Arsenio Hall Show as the hip alternative to Carson's establishment? Let's dive in. For decades, Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show was the pinnacle of late-night TV. Airing from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. on NBC, it was the place to be if you were promoting a movie, album, or comedy career. Legends like Frank Sinatra, Muhammad Ali, and Grace Kelly all graced Carson's couch. Yet, in 1989, one larger-than-life figure, mass murderer Jason Voorhees, opted for Arsenio Hall instead. Yes, the same Jason who terrorized Camp Crystal Lake and racked up over 150 kills across 10 Friday the 13th films, a franchise currently stalled due to legal battles, chose the newcomer over the king. Bold move, right? At the time, Arsenio Hall Show, which debuted in early 1989, was positioning itself as the cool, edgy alternative to Carson's polished institution. The Pat Sajak Show was the only other competitor, but let's be honest, who wanted to watch that ultra-conservative snooze fest? Landing Jason Voorhees was a coup for Hall, but it could have easily backfired. The segment, likely pushed by Paramount Television, was a risky gamble. A non-verbal, axe-wielding killer promoting Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, while Arsenio fired off questions destined to go unanswered. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, right? Wrong. Against all odds, it became a hilarious 5-minute masterpiece. Here's the genius part. Arsenio didn't try to force a cheesy narrative where Jason goes on a rampage or where he flees in mock terror. Instead, he used Jason as a menacing straight man, playing off his silence with comedic perfection. Arsenio's questions, like whether Jason's killing spree was sparked by a bad breakup, were both absurd and brilliant. Sure, it would have been bold to dig into Jason's mommy issues, Pamela Voorhees, anyone, but Arsenio's approach kept the humor light and universal. Props to him for asking why Jason ditched his machete in the new film. Was he worried about typecasting? And his suggestions for future titles, like Jason's Big Top, were pure gold. The real MVP here? Kane Hodder, the actor behind Jason, whose deadpan timing and minimalism elevated Arsenio's material to comedic heights. When Arsenio asked Jason to introduce a movie clip, spoiler alert, it was a late film Times Square scene. The result was nothing short of iconic. As promotional stunts go, this one was genius. Sadly, the Arsenio Hall Show eventually lost its edge, growing too safe and predictable before its run ended in 1994, robbing us of the chance to see him interview Ghostface. But here's the question. Was Jason's appearance on Arsenio's show a clever subversion of late-night norms, or a one-off gimmick that could never be replicated? And more importantly, could any modern late-night host pull off something this daring today? Let us know in the comments. We're dying to hear your take.